Wake up, Houston, wake up. You tune in to The Truth, The Real You presents Chalee Place. I'm Chalee T. We're going to get right into this thing. I'm going to try not to keep y'all too long, probably about 10-15 minutes. And we're going to discuss this COVID-19, aka coronavirus pandemic. Now, if you like me, you've been watching the news, you've been at home, you've been listening to what media say, and things of that nature. And a lot of the news and the media they got death recorded, they got new cases that has emerged, have recorded. But it almost pretty much sounds like the media and the news just making up numbers, and some of this stuff really don't make sense. So I just want to shed some light, because I did some research. I've heard other people in their podcasts, and they explain a lot of the stuff that they're saying makes perfect sense. You know, you really just got to think and look into it, and you really got to think and go back to your childhood when you was in school and what they taught you about science. So this is my thing. A lot of people, and you may be watching this, everyone is panicking about this coronavirus. They're saying that it's airborne. They're saying that you can get it. It can be on the surface. It'll stay for so many hours, 5 days. This is a virus. This is the virus. And these are my thoughts. These are my thoughts, and this is what I'm thinking. If you have a virus, 9 times out of 10 viruses are injected in you. Viruses are injected in you. Let's talk about the AIDS virus. Okay, we're gonna start that. We're not gonna talk about the AIDS virus per se in this whole segment, but I just want you to think and hear what I gotta say. Now, if the AIDS virus was spread through a cough, or if it was airborne, basically that means that everybody will have the AIDS virus. When you go to work, when you get in your car, go to the grocery store, everybody would test positive for AIDS or HIV. So now, but like I said, from what I was taught in science and what you learned in school, if you remember back, and when this AIDS virus did come out, it had to be bodily fluids to where you can get the AIDS virus. So if you having sex and someone has AIDS or HIV, they're transmitting what their virus into you through sexual acts, intercourse, if I may say. So if the coronavirus is airborne, how can it get into me? Now, I'm going back to science. You can kill a virus through extreme heat or extreme cold temperature. But the media is saying that you can get it through sneezing, coughing on someone. So let's say, fellas, when you go out, we normally think about it as putting on cologne. You spray a mist. Just think of that spraying a mist of cologne is like a cough. So if I cough, it's on the skin. Or how can the cologne mist get inside of my body? You know, you understand what I'm saying? So if this coronavirus, COVID-19 virus, if I can sneeze on you, or if I can cough on you, how am I injecting that virus in you unless I cough in your eyes? I gotta be up close. Even if I cough into your eyes, once it hit the air in extreme heat or extreme cold, it dies. It dies, people. It dies. So the media, they're telling you, stay 6 feet, do social distancing and things of that nature, which is all good and fair. But here's my thing. If the AIDS virus is contracted through sexual intercourse, but the coronavirus is contracted through an airborne. So basically, when you walk into your house, it's in your home. When you go into your car, it's in your car. You open up the door, it's airborne, so it's in the car. People, and if you go into the grocery store, it's in the air in there. Even if you have a mask on or your gloves, if this virus is airborne, it's particles that's going to stick to the mask. Particles are going to stick onto your gloves. So you touching everything. You touching the steering wheel in your car. Yeah, you may wipe everything down. That means you have to do this on a constant basis. It's in your clothes because you went into the grocery store. So that means every time you go to the grocery store, you got to change out of your clothes because those are the same clothes that you're putting in the driver's seat. When you touch that door, when you pick up a canned good, or you pick up some bread, those air particles are sitting on the bread. I want you to think, if this coronavirus is what they say it is, if you contract it off being close to someone or a sneeze, it's airborne. This is what the media is telling us. It is all airborne. It's airborne. So if that's the case, AIDS is a virus. How come AIDS? You can't get AIDS airborne. Why is the coronavirus so different from AIDS virus? You understand what I'm saying? AIDS, I have to inject that into you. If I have AIDS, if I'm an AIDS patient, I have AIDS, I have to inject my blood into something. So if I really want to get you, if I'm an AIDS patient, I really want to get you back, I can say, okay, hey, I got something for you. I'm an AIDS patient. You gonna take it? I exchange money with you. It's on the money that you spending at the store. The money that you receive, it's on your debit card. If the AIDS virus is airborne, then everybody has AIDS. Do you agree? If you don't agree, leave a comment below. So the coronavirus, as the media has put out here, they say the coronavirus is airborne. Basically, it messes with your lungs. It's hard for you to breathe. These are the symptoms. The common cold has more symptoms than the coronavirus symptoms. The common cold has more symptoms than the coronavirus symptoms. The symptoms for the coronavirus is respiratory, harder breathing, you vomit, and you throw up. Vomiting, throwing up, basically. And there's I think it's one more, sneezing. So basically you get sick, in a sense. But a common cold has more. If you get a cold, when you get your body get weak, you're sneezing, your nose is running, you got aches and pains. This is from the common cold. But the coronavirus is airborne, it's in the air. It's even on the phone that I'm using to make this video right now. If it's airborne. So anything that I'm touching, because I don't have gloves on, I'm at my own home. I'm at home. But once I leave here, I go to work. I'm around other people that's been around other people. So how do I know for say that I'm bringing it into my home? And I'm touching on this. I'm getting out of clothes, touching on, putting my clothes in a safe spot, so I won't bring it into the house. But then I haven't even had a bath yet once I get here. So it's on my skin. So if I bump against the wall, it's on the wall. You understand what I'm saying? If this thing is really airborne, if the media is saying that the coronavirus is airborne and that it's fatal and it kills and anybody can get it, then AIDS is a virus that anybody can get. If I'm an AIDS patient, but they say I can't give you AIDS if I cough on you, or if my hands are clean, I poke you in your eye. You can't get AIDS that way. But the coronavirus you can get just by a cough or a sneeze. So people, I just want you to think about that. But back to what I'm trying to elaborate and say about this coronavirus and how the media has pumped this thing up, that people take precaution. Okay, say you do have a mask. You have a mask. And at my job, we got to have masks on and working. You don't necessarily got to have gloves, but you got to have that mask. So if it's airborne, all the particles I'm breathing through the mask. The mask the hospital mask that you wear. All the particles. I'm taking my mask off. I'm laying it after I get off work. I'm taking my mask off. I'm putting it in the car. I done got coronavirus in my car. Coronavirus is in that mask. Coronavirus is on the straps that holds the mask on my face. So I'm taking this. Now it's on my hands. I done touched my steering wheel. I done came in, opened the door to come into my house. I done used my car keys. I done used the key to unlock the door. So it's everywhere. So how is it that if it's airborne, like I say, I got a mask on, it's on the straps to keep the mask on my face. The particles on the outside of the mask. So not only it's on the outside, I'm carrying it. So now it's in my clothes. I have to change that. I got to take my mask off. Now it's in my car seat because it's on my clothes. My thing is this, people. It's not the coronavirus that is killing people. It's 5G. It's 5G towers. Yes, I said it. It's 5G towers. It's the cell phone that I'm using to record this message. They're pumping out 5G. Radiation, pretty much. Those are the symptoms. The coronavirus has symptoms of radiation. When you be exposed to radiation, you'll get. It's hard for you to breathe because that's a toxic chemical. That's a man-made chemical, radiation. It's hard for you to breathe. But if you hard to breathe, you may have asthma, allergies. Those are the things that'll keep you from not breathing well. Those are the things that'll tighten up your chest and make you feel like an elephant sitting on your chest, or people say it's like a ton of bricks. So it's not airborne. It's 5G radiation pumping out through the cell towers. Your cell phone right now, as you watching this, if you're watching this on the TV, any appliance that you have in your home pumps out radiation. The microwave is one example. The microwave kills cells. If you stick your head in the microwave, turn it on, your head will explode because you frying the cells. Our whole body is made up of cells. Radiation is a disperse of energy. If you know science, or if you're spiritual, our beings are nothing but energy. So you have energy contracting to energy. You understand what I'm saying? You have energy contracting to energy, so you got radiation bursting out. That's probably why they say it's airborne, but it's radiation bursting out, hitting our bodies at 600 megahertz. I think it's 600 or 6,000 megahertz of radiation from those cell towers that is hitting you. And if you up on it, yeah, you're going to gasp for air. Yeah, you ain't going to be able to breathe. That's what it is. So people running out, getting masks. people getting gloves. They wiping things down. I'm gonna tell you, if it's a virus, if the virus is airborne, bleach can kill it. Vinegar kills it. So it doesn't last. If it's airborne, it dies. It dies in extreme heat. It can be 80 degrees outside. That virus is dead if it's airborne. So you telling me it traveled from one continent, get all the way over here airborne, and it's still alive? The virus is still growing? Only thing that grows is fungus. Fungus is a bacteria that continually grows. Look at mold. Mold is a fungus. Look at mold. Mold is a fungus. So my thing is this, people. I'm just telling you this because I want people to think. And this may be very informational to someone that thinks like me. Now, some people may say, you crazy. And then some people may say, that guy makes sense. It makes sense. 5G is what's killing people. Your cell phone pumping out radiation every day. Once you charge it up, if you got it close to your head, it's frying cells. That's why they tell you don't sleep with a cell phone close to your head, because it fries cells. Let's go back to the microwave. If I stick my head in the microwave, turn it on, it's gonna fry cells. Radiation fries cells. And that's what 5G is doing. It's pumping it out, radiation, and it's frying cells. It's killing the cells in your body. Our whole body is made up of cells. We're multicellular. This body is a multicellular body. So if I'm pumped on radiation out, it's killing cells. Let's go back in history. When they dropped the atom bomb, that was pure radiation. A lot of people at that time died off the atom bomb. They dropped it, pure radiation, and it killed a lot of people. The coronavirus is a man-made virus. The media is telling you to wear masks, be cautious, keep social distancing. But if you're doing social distancing and still going to work, you're going into the restroom, you're not wiping down the toilet, the handles, the doorknobs. You're not doing it every time you go into the restroom. And one thing about radiation, if your immune system is weak, if you're not eating properly, if you're not eating enough vegetables and fruit and putting that in your diet, your immune system will get weak. That'll make you sick. That will make you sick. So people, you have to do research about this, because the media, they changing up stories. The numbers are not adding up. And what they're saying are lies to us. But we'll run out and we'll believe it. We'll go all to the extreme. We'll buy box loads of masks. We'll buy box loads of toilet tissues. We'll buy box loads of water. They controlling us is starting to get into this martial law. That's all they doing. They having us in our homes for a certain amount of time, because they're steady building and pumping out radiation through those cell towers. The 5G, they steady pumping it out. So that's all I have to say. My time is up. Like I said, I'm gonna keep this video short. What are your thoughts? Leave a comment. Share this video. Like I said, welcome to Chalee's Place. This is Chalee T. We talk about any and everything. If it's something you want to talk about, please leave a comment. Also, subscribe. I will be uploading videos as fast as I can. I want to keep my people abreast. I want them to be aware of what's going on around them. I want them to educate themselves and watch what's going on. But like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I thank you for your time. Peace, love, black family. My black kings and queens. Love you. Take care.